All right, let's jump right into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking this really fascinating tension at the very heart of modern computing. You know, there's often this massive gap between what we think our privacy settings are doing and what's actually happening under the hood of our operating systems. So we're going to look specifically at Windows 11. We'll be dissecting the reality of its data collection, those brand new AI features, and how you can actually genuinely harden your machine. Because think about it. You jump into your Windows 11 settings, you find all those data sharing toggles, and you flip them, every single one of them, to off. You're completely private now, right? Your computer is totally silent? Well, no. And that is exactly the core problem we're tackling today. We are going to expose the illusion of that off switch.
Here's a quick roadmap for this explainer. 1. The always-on observer. 2. What is Windows collecting? 3. The recall feature risk. 4. The illusion of off. 5. Hardening your workstation. And finally 6. A pragmatic privacy win.
Starting off with Section 1, the always-on observer. It is absolutely crucial to understand right out of the gate that your PC is essentially in a constant, massive dialogue with Microsoft servers. The official industry term for all this background chatter is telemetry. Telemetry is Microsoft's automatic collection of diagnostic data, error reports, and system behavior. Now, from Microsoft's perspective, this is just a proactive maintenance tool, right? By utilizing this massive sample size of users, they can easily spot bugs, push security improvements, and maintain the overall health of Windows 11 devices globally. But as a user, you really need to realize it also means a continuous stream of data about how you use your PC is constantly weaving your house.
Which brings us to Section 2. What exactly is Windows collecting?
When we just say diagnostic data, it honestly sounds a bit abstract, doesn't it? So let's make it concrete. If you have optional diagnostic data and tailored experiences enabled, the list of data points is incredibly specific. According to Microsoft's very own documentation, it tracks application usage, and then includes exactly what apps are running in the foreground versus the background, and for exactly how long. It logs your inking and typing recognition behaviors. It tracks browsing history, when a WebNote session starts, and even if you simply change your default homepage. It'll even log how quickly Cortana responds to your voice commands to try and improve listening performance. Basically, it's a highly granular look at human-computer interaction. And guys, that is just the optional data. Microsoft's documentation for the required diagnostic events lists over 64 massive categories of background events. Just to give you an idea, there are literally thousands of hidden metrics just under something called appraiser events, which track a data source application file count. In plain English, this essentially lists the types of objects and how many of each exist on your device, just to ensure the records on the server match the client. The sheer volume of telemetry flowing back and forth is, frankly, pretty staggering when you really look at it.
All right, Section 3, the recall feature risk.
So data collection isn't just about sending boring text logs to a server anymore. Recall is this new AI feature on the latest Copilot PCs that actually takes periodic screenshots of your screen while you're working. Now, there is a massive productivity benefit here, for sure. It creates a completely searchable visual timeline. You can type a natural language query to find, say, a document or a website you were looking at last Tuesday. It's like magic, but obviously that comes with a pretty serious privacy risk. See, Recall doesn't distinguish between a recipe website and your private financial dashboard. It could capture login screens, private emails, banking apps, basically whatever happens to be visible on your screen at the time.
So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding the actual security framework Microsoft built around this. Unlike the standard telemetry we just talked about, recall data does not go to Microsoft servers. It's an opt-in feature, and it's processed and stored entirely locally on the device using a neural processing unit. The snapshots are fully encrypted via BitLocker, and accessing them actually requires your Windows Hello biometric login or a PIN. So the risk here isn't some massive data leak to the cloud. Instead, it's what we call a localized risk. If someone gets physical access to an unlocked PC, or if it's a shared workplace machine, well, that entire visual history is sitting right there.
Moving on to Section 4, the illusion of off.
Let's pivot back to that standard remote telemetry, because this is exactly where consumer expectations clash so hard with software reality. It perfectly illustrates what we like to call the iceberg analogy. When you go into the Windows 11 Settings app and turn off optional diagnostic data, you are literally only turning off the tip of the iceberg. If you get technical, dig into the system registry and forcefully set the telemetry value to 0, the result actually depends entirely on what version of Windows you happen to own. On Windows 11 Home and Pro, a 0 is basically just treated as a required data floor. That means essential diagnostics are still flowing. You literally cannot turn it fully off. However, if you're running enterprise or education editions, setting it to 0 actually does disable the diagnostic data. And unfortunately, a lot of online guides blur this distinction, which leaves everyday home users with a total false sense of privacy.
Which leads us directly into Section 5, hardening your workstation.
Okay, so if the basic settings toggle is mostly an illusion for the average user, what can we actually do about it? Well, to do this right, we're referencing the official documentation from the Australian Cybersecurity Centre, the ACSC. Looking at their group policy recommendations for configuring Windows updates securely shows us that hardening a system isn't about just guessing what to turn off. It's about following real, established frameworks used by governments and major enterprises to systematically close down vulnerabilities. So if you want to force telemetry to its absolute lowest possible state, even if you're on a Home or Pro edition, you basically have to bypass the Settings app entirely and use the Registry Editor. Now, step 1 is absolutely critical. Export a full backup. Policy keys have major system-wide effects, so don't skip that. Then you navigate down to the data collection path, you create a 32-bit DWORD called allowed telemetry, and you set that value to 0. Just a quick heads up though, doing this completely overrides the Settings app, so your UI switch might actually become grayed out because Windows recognizes that a hard policy has just taken precedence.
But comprehensive hardening goes way beyond just lowering telemetry. For instance, the ACSC specifically recommends disabling the built-in Windows sound recorder via group policy. Why? Well, because if a malicious actor gains remote access to a workstation, they could quietly use that native app to record sensitive conversations happening right there in the room. Hardening really means looking at every single built-in tool as a potential risk vector. The ACSC even recommends disabling Windows Copilot until an organization has fully assessed the risk of accidental sensitive data disclosure.
And just to give you an idea of how deep this rabbit hole really goes, here are a few more of the ASCC's top priority targets for enterprise hardening. They recommend totally disabling W-digest authentication so your passwords aren't just sitting cached in plain text in the system's memory. They push for TPM-backed Windows Hello, enforcing super strong BitLocker XTS AES 128-bit encryption on all your drives, and disabling older protocols like WPAD, which have honestly suffered some pretty severe vulnerabilities over the years. Basically, it requires serious, thoughtful configuration to truly secure a Windows 11 environment.
And that brings us to our final part, Section 6, a pragmatic privacy win.
With all these hidden settings and crazy enterprise requirements, how is an everyday user supposed to feel about all this? Well, I absolutely love this quote from our sources today. It says, "The registry edit is best viewed as a pragmatic privacy win rather than a dramatic rebellion. It lowers the volume, hardens the setting, and makes the machine behave more like a device you control." And honestly, that really is the ultimate goal here. Unless you are running a full-blown Windows Enterprise Edition, you literally cannot achieve a total data blackout. But by taking these proactive steps, you shift the dynamic. You're taking ownership of your hardware.
And importantly, taking these steps isn't going to ruin your computer. Lowering telemetry to its absolute floor via the registry or using tools to block certain diagnostic endpoints does not break Windows Update. Your PC will still securely receive all the critical security patches and performance updates it needs to actually survive on the modern internet. You essentially get a quieter machine without sacrificing your fundamental safety.
So by exploring the registry, understanding what telemetry actually is, and managing powerful new features like recall, you can absolutely lower the overall volume of your digital footprint. You can harden the perimeter. But as we navigate this era of deeply cloud-integrated, AI-enhanced operating systems, we really have to ask ourselves, is a modern PC ever truly silent? It's a fascinating reality of the technology we interact with every single day, and it's definitely something you should keep in mind the next time you pop open those privacy settings. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep exploring.